gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It's fantastic to have you here, because today is leg day.
No, Alec, it's table leg day. Ugh. No, seriously though, we're gonna be making some table legs today.
Yes, that's right. We're making table legs for these here. Our office right now sucks. All blame falls onto me. The office isn't nice, it's not tidy, and as we grow the team and we have way more responsibilities as a company, it's important that we have an office that fits the bill for doing great work. Just making a quick interruption to let you know that today's sponsor is NordVPN. You can get yourself 70% off a 3-year plan of their service at nordvpn.com/forge. You can also get an extra month for free using code FORGE at checkout. Thank you, Nord. Let's jump back into the video.
So, we've done a little bit of R&D about what height we want these at. Now, the big wrench that was thrown into this is that these slabs are 4.5 inches thick, which is...
It looked very exciting when we were at the reclaimed lumberyard. We're like, wow, that looks cool. How is this even possible? Firstly, I'd just like to bring everybody's attention to the fact that the tree would have been like this wide.
At least.
And 21 foot long. That's how long this piece was when we got it. It's a big hunk of wood. It was super appealing.
But having a 4.5 inch thick tabletop throws a wrench into the mix. And my detailed plan of how we were gonna make this table didn't calculate for this problem, this upset.
You will see here, this is the detailed plan. Step 1, make a table. Nowhere to be found was this distance here and how that works with the ergonomics of a chair.
No.
Frankly, Will, how could you miss it?
I know.
So what we did, we sat down here at this desk, we put 2x4s on this desk, we worked out the heights, we worked out the clearance for the legs, we adjusted the heights. And what did we find?
We found out that we want the top of the table to be 31.5 inches off the ground, which is 1.5 inches taller than these desks here. So, we need to get 4 pieces out of each of these. These are each 10 feet long, which is 120 inches. And how far down from the top of that do we want the legs to start?
At the top.
At the top. So that means that they need
2.5 foot.
31.5.
30 inches.
What?
They need to be 30 inches tall. These, we can only get 30-inch legs.
So they'll start 1.5 inches down.
We could forge them!
There we go.
We can forge the legs to get like an extra inch of length out of them. Perfect. We want legs that are these tapering sections of angle iron.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we cut out some thicker tapering sections so they look a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, we just hammer here to basically squish these angles down into shorter angles. I have no idea if it'll work. I've never forged a piece of angle iron.
Do we maybe start off with trying to forge a piece of angle iron?
Will with the smarts. At it again. Let's light the fire.
Me do good smarts.
I took a heat, it didn't go well. It just started folding and bending as opposed to forging. It was a worry. Will had the idea to try using the swage block though. It's not the way to do it.
It's terrible.
It's not the way.
Maybe we start off with a solid stock and just upset a corner into it.
I like the angle line look.
It would be nice.
You know, like, I like this look, plasma cut and all. Like, if this is wire wheeled to take off the sharpness, I really like the look. For the 230th time this week, we need to run some errands, because we need more steel. Put me down, Will! Put me down!
In the bandsaw.
No! This doesn't count as getting steel! So what do you reckon, Will? You want to start cutting? I'll start plasmering.
That sounds like a plan and a half.
Let's go!
Let's go! And so we decided on 31 and a half.
Wait, did you say 31?
We've decided on 31. 31 and a half inches. 31 and a half inches. 31 and a half inches. It's okay, we can edit that out. Just kidding. No amount of editing can fix my stupid mistakes. 31 and a half inches.
Hang on a second now. It's 31 inches because we need a 31.5 inch tall table. And we needed to account for the leveling feet.
I know, it's 2:20 in the afternoon. I know. But I think I've just about done everything that I've got to do inside the office. Will has sadly stopped this video part because he's feeling ill, and so he's gone home to rest up. And so everybody please wish Will good health, and let's hope that he gets better soon. This morning started off great. Had a meeting with the company that's going to be supplying the motors and variable frequency drives for the belt grinders, and so we have motors and variable frequency drives on the way. I also had a good meeting with a new employee who's going to be coming on in 2 weeks, joining the team to help keep us organized and help keep the operations of the business flowing smoothly. And of course, there was plenty other stuff to keep me occupied, but I want to show you the next door shop a little bit right now, because it's looking crazy. It looks a whole lot different. Thank you, gentlemen, for doing such a great job of flipping this around. You remember we had that little prototyping sewing area set up, which was ridiculous, because we then had this little cubby spot with shelves for storing things, and no room to expand the shelves or make them larger, and no room to get things in and out of the door, and no room to be able to drive a forklift around. That's right, we need a forklift, and tomorrow we're getting a forklift, and this setup is just not conducive to any sort of good warehousing and shipping work. And so we're flipping everything around. We are getting ready to do a final inspection of these beautiful hammers. I really feel like on the first moment of me letting you know about these hammers, I should have given you a little bit more backstory about how they came to be. Because after getting my start in making hammers, having learnt from Brian Brazil, making hammers for sale, teaching folks how to make hammers, I can certainly understand and be a little bit of a surprise that these are hammers not made by us, but made by Ethan Harty in Canada. But I could not be more thrilled than to have Ethan making these hammers. Who is Ethan? Ethan is a 17-year-old Canadian blacksmith who is really an exceptional young man. He, at age 13, came and took a class from me when I was only 17 in the UK. He came all the way to the UK to learn how to make tools, to learn the curriculum that I was taught by Brian Brazil, and at 13, he probably 85 pounds soaking wet or 100 pounds soaking wet, he came and swung a sledgehammer and learnt how to make tools. He then went home and practiced and practiced and practiced and got himself set up to make beautiful hammers. And so there is no better person that I can think of to make these hammers than Ethan. He's got his name there on the back of them. The JR is his family ranch's logo or brand, and these really are great hammers. If you are curious about when these square circle hammers are going to be launched, if you're curious about when the grinders are going to be launched, right now it's going to be probably about a month away, is what I'm thinking. I want to make sure that we can do the best job of shipping things out well, the best job of doing the best customer service, and that means that here on our end, we got to put time into bringing on the new staff members. We got to put time into creating our shipping protocols, our customer service protocols. And so hang in there about a month. And if you're watching our videos somewhat regularly and you're following, us on Instagram, you can follow me at Alec Steele. You're going to be sure to hear about any updates. We'll be nice and vocal about when the hammers and the grinders and all that stuff is launching. So stay tuned. It'll happen in due course. Since we are continuing on with leg day or office desk leg day, I'm going to jump into trying to see if I can match Will's crazy good plasma cutting. Sneak peek, I can't. But I'm going to cut down the tapers for our legs. I've got all of the cuts done, and a lot of them are looking pretty clean. It's a good number, however, that I need to break off with a hammer. Oh boy! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next step is we're going into the grinding room to take off some of the sharp edges with a very worn out flap disc. Let's go!
Okie dokie, they're all debarred.
That's a heavy old stack of steel. The only thing that I wanted to achieve with that is make sure that as you're kind of rubbing up on the edge of these legs here, there are no sharp shards to catch you on. So, with that done, let's see what Will's been working on.
So I'm gonna be doing some work on the leveling feet. This is 1¼ inch mild steel. I'm gonna chop off a piece and then go to the lathe.
I'm getting set to lay all this stuff out, and I think that the easiest thing to do is gonna be to make up a template that I print off and then just center punch through. Okay, time to drill some holes. Okay, as you can tell, it's another glorious Montana morning, and it's the beginning of October. 25 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's below 0 Celsius. And again, woke up to snow. Ridiculous. It's the beginning of October. Anyway, today is the day that we finish these desks and we make this office beautiful. We had our lag bolts in vinegar to strip the galvanizing. We're now gonna blacken them using the forge. We have studs welded on to position the tabletop. Will's welded up the leveling feet he made. So all we gotta do is bolt them to the wood. We've got some serious leveling issues with that right now, so we've got to sort that out before we move on to the next one and hopefully make the next one a little flatter. We got this one leveled out about as well as we could. The tabletop is a complete potato chip. It's potato chipped a good, probably 3/16 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch at the worst spot. So it makes it difficult, but this one is done. It's on to table number 2. We have the desks finished up, and don't they look fantastic, Will?
They really do.
Like, these things look tough, they look industrial.
I mean, it's no MDF.
but I guess it'll do.
Yep, it's not MDF. But the whole purpose of all of this is to make the office better. This is the mess that it is currently. So the next task is just tearing this all apart. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new office. This is a state-of-the-art deluxe 6-person capacity office featuring 4-inch thick sweet pine, sugar pine tabletops. We got 3x3 by 1/4-inch angle bolted in with 5.5-inch long, 1/2-inch diameter lag bolts, totaling 16.5 inches of bolting goodness with each leg. These things are solid. They are looking beautiful, and the whole environment here feels way nicer.
Mo better.
It's so much more spacious. And what we've done is we've replaced that big tall computer with a little laptop. And so as it stands now, you can converse and collaborate. Somebody over there can be talking to you here. You can close the old laptop. We've got a state-of-the-art modern printer, which we could actually use some help on in case anybody knows what this problem is. And over here, you will see our caffeination station, a cancer box for all our food heating up solutions. This is awesome. It's incredible. There's so much space. We're gonna have a person sit here, a person sit here, a person sit here. And we all get to work in a way nicer environment. This is seriously special. On the note of all of this exciting stuff, you know who our sponsor is today. It's NordVPN. Well, we got a new computer, and we're gonna show you how easy it is to get NordVPN on that computer. Here we go. So when you go to nordvpn.com/forge and you go ahead and get a 3-year plan, you'll be saving 70% on that plan, and code FORGE is gonna get you an extra month for free. But if you already have NordVPN on one device, you still got 5 more devices that you can use from that same account to keep you protected online. That's what we've got. So I'm just gonna download it from the App Store. Okay. You then get this great little application that you can log into. And once you're logged in, it's as simple as clicking on the country that you want the websites you're browsing to think you're browsing from. And we are now connected to the United States server. They have over 5,000 servers. We're currently on server 4,537, but we can easily change country and make the websites we're browsing think we're browsing from the UK, for example. It protects you because NordVPN is encrypting the data that's sent from their server, which is acting as an intermediary between you and the websites you browse, so that you can stay safe on the internet. Check them out at the link in my description, nordvpn.com/forge. Be sure to use code FORGE at checkout. You can be getting a 3-year plan for 70% off, as well as an extra month for free. Thank you, Nord, for sponsoring this video. So thrilled that we get to share these great developments in the workshop with you all, because, you know, without this, none of these videos would be possible. Without this background to everything, without the office, without the things that are gonna be done here, we wouldn't be able to make the videos, and so it's awesome to share with you the other half to everything that you already see happening. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.